welcome to day 3 in the Whiskey Vault. I'm talking a little bit quietly because we actually have a class going in the tower right now. And so I'm not going to be as loud as I normally am or as dramatic and vivacious because I know you were thinking both of those things. So day 3, it's also a little bit cold, that's why I'm warmly dressed. Day 3 from the Whiskey Advent Calendar is Kilchoman. Now Kilchoman is a great distillery. It was the first new distillery in Islay in 124 years. And they're really small. They're doing small runs. They're on their own farm. And man, it's just really good whiskey. Now, this is Machir Bay. And it's named after a section of beach that's just down the road from the distillery. And this is their sort of initial offering. This is the first thing they ever released after I had heard of them. They started, I can't remember what year it was. I think it was 2005 is when they first opened up. But the Machir Bay originally was the 4 or 5 year old whiskeys, 4 to 6. And now they're old enough that they've got some great age expressions, and they have a whiskey that will blow your mind that I don't think is in this Advent, but it's called the Madeira cask Kilchoman. That, my God, go out and find it. It's that good. But for today, we're going to try the Machir Bay as if for the first time. All right. Now remember, slow introductions, as Richard Patterson would say. Hello there. Oh, it smells so good. It's so fresh. It's got the kind of peatiness that's less like Lafroig and more like Lagavulin, I think, in the sense that it's sparkly smoke, which is it sounds like it can't possibly be a thing, but it's a thing. I promise you, it's a thing. If you've ever had Lagavulin, you know it's a thing, right? It's this kind of like light, refreshing smoke notes. Not heavy, dense oil. Now, the taste tends to be pretty dramatic, but just right out of the gates, you're going to think, that's an Islay whiskey. Oh, man. Okay, I'm just going to drink it. Oh, yeah. Now, you have to be ready to drink a really aggressive whiskey. This is not an entry whiskey. This is I like smoky whiskeys. I like Islay because this is definitely peaty. This actually, now that I'm sipping on it, it reminds me sort of Cow Islay. And now that I say that, I'm going to do the thing I started doing already, because why stop now? All right. So, you like that? Okay. So, this is a fun thing that you can do when you have over 500 whiskeys sitting behind you. You can try things like, I wonder if this is as much like Cow Islay as my brain wants to think it is right now. And here's where we find out. Oh, let's put that right there. That's so pretty. Okay. No. That has so much more butterscotch than I've ever remembered in Cow Islay. And I'm just going to bet that that's because this is so aggressive and sort of young and fresh. Oh, but there's caramel notes in it. Now that I'm A-B comparing them, it's just subtle, whereas the caramel notes in this one. Oh, see, this Cow Islay has this sort of leather, of a good leather chair, and a slightly, an old library and old books kind of history behind it. This one smells, the Kilchoman smells fresh and alive and sort of invigorating, but it's the younger of the expressions. I mean, of course, right? This is Cow Islay 12, so man, that difference. Okay, but I was right. So the kind of smoke in Cow Islay is to me very similar to the kind of smoky flavors that you get in this Kilchoman specifically. It's just so good. I mean, you definitely need to be ready to have some aggressive whiskey. Let's see what happens with a little bit of water. Well, the sparkliness went away. Now I'm getting kind of that heavier notes inside of it. From the smell, anyway. Oh, wow. Okay, so that really mellowed it out, which is sort of the opposite of what I normally find when I add the first few drops of water. Normally, when you add the first few drops of water, if you've watched some of the videos, you know that pushes the oils to the surface. And so usually your first sip after that is a lot of the oil-heavy components, and it can get more aggressive, especially in like a Brooklotic. If you get the laddie and you add a few drops of water, it explodes. But this one, maybe it's because I'm 3 sips in, but this one just got smoother. It brought out the notes of caramel and buried a little bit of the smoke, just a little. It's still a really wonderful whiskey. If you can get your hands on it, Kilchoman. I'll show you what the real bottle of this looks like. So this is Kilchoman Machir, I'm pronouncing it slightly wrong, Machir Bay. And it's a great whiskey. So once again, does not disappoint, and we'll see you for tomorrow.